고객 여러분의 적극적인 협조와 이해를 부탁드립니다.
Out of the loop would mean like you haven't watched a basketball game in like 5 years. So like you don't even know who the good players are right now. Maybe yeah, like the Timberwolves. Who's on that team? Any other ones here that you're not sure about? Sort out, as you said, classify something. In this case, I think they want to use it as like resolve. So you're solving some problem. This is pretty commonly used. So for example, maybe you're having like some personal issues, like at home, you're fighting with your wife or something, right? So then you could say, sorry, I've been kind of, out of the loop these days. I have some, personal issues at home to sort out. So like I have some problems that I'm like trying to solve, that I need to solve. Into the main question then. Okay, so yes, what are the advantages or disadvantages of working at home?
Have you always wanted to have Kevin right by your side? Now you can. The new sounds of the Kevin album. For only Sheepmon $1 or $100, he is all yours.
Yes.
Have a good idea, he is all ears.
Good?
Featuring the new Billboard single, Alright.
Let's get... Alright.
This is pretty common.
Let's get... Alright. What? So for example, you had trouble with the creative think, and you knew something was wrong because you were stuck on that word for a little while, which is good. I like to see that. And then you fixed it. Yeah, creative thinking. So yeah, in this case, I was thinking the perfect word you were looking for is creativity. Creative thinking though is still good. I mean, that's right. Yeah. And actually, in my opinion, I think that's really good, and that's actually like the right path to take for becoming better at the language. You don't need to know the exact expression. You don't need to remember creativity. So yes, if you don't remember the word, just pick a different way of getting there. Like I think that's also an important way to build up your language, right? And then along the way, through experience, you'll remember this word, creativity. The last vocab one we had here said, that's why I think working at the office is important. You cannot build the communication and trust. And so yeah, you had a little trouble here with the friendly skinship, because skinship is touching. Like we can't touch each other. That's weird. There is a separate word called kinship. It's kind of like the feeling of family, like being together. So in this case, you can say kinship. The other common word, and he really likes this word, I don't know why, rapport. Or you can just say like the relationship. Yeah, skinship is like holding hands and like, bopo and like. Yeah, you can't do that with your coworkers. Your wife won't be happy. When you have a question like this, where it's asking separate like opinion on this, so as it says, what are advantages and disadvantages? You do want to make sure your answer is like very organized. So it's very clear. The first advantage is blah blah, and only talk about that. And then you have to clearly move in. And then the second advantage is blah blah, and then talk about that. Clearly marking like when you're moving to the next point. Yep. So we'll do that at 9 a.m. Hear something like you're over the moon about it, yeah, it means you're very, very excited. No, that's different over. That's, yeah, that, as you said, too much over. Like, that's a bad thing. Overjoyed is, in English, yes, it's a positive thing. I would kind of warn you about over the moon. I don't know. I feel like it's not that commonly used. Like, I've never said it. On Cloud 9, I don't say that either. Just kidding. Just washed. I mean, generally, I think you're supposed to do this content, but no. Just kidding. Doesn't really matter. Oh, so proud of myself. Done all the circles. And then much better. 다른 figures도 없었는데 그냥 다음에 사야겠어요. 여러분, 저 원래 이런 거 당연히 관심 없는데 근데 귀여워. How cute. You know, they don't have this kind of stuff in America. The MDA trailer is on point. So detailed. They give you apron, Oops. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe as well. Join the tuna squad. Tuna.